But how is that everybody recommends this video, right? And it's only 90K? So people watch other videos more than they watch the original? That's not good. Do they even put the original into the link? They do.
There's no doubting what.
Interesting. Okay, well, let's watch this. Let's watch this. Let's have a look. It's gonna be interesting. I got a lot of new comments on my previous videos, and people with different opinions. Well, they're mostly like supporters and only a few haters of Neuro. So, but I'm interested to hearing everybody else. 5K only subscribers, but 90K videos. What other videos you have done? Last video 9 days ago. Neuro-Sama is AI slop. Okay, so they're focusing on Neuro-Sama, which is good. Is the most popular. How cookie run sense yourself, and that's why it matters. Okay. This one was made 8 months ago. Okay, let's have a look. Pomombochi is made with more love than Neuro-Sama. Okay, cool. Let me see.
Achieved on a technical level. These are clearly state-of-the-art.
State-of-the-art.
Certain design choices
made by NASA engineers
that we don't fully understand. We were hoping that you could shed some light on those.
She can dance. She can sing. She's equipped with a built-in helium tank for inflating balloons.
Is it the creator's voice?
She can take song requests. She can even dispense ice cream.
With all due respect, those aren't the design choices we were curious about, Mr. Afton.
It's very...
Mr. Vedal is a loser.
I like the intro, but I want to know if this is the creator commenting or there's somebody else's. Mr. Wait. Mr. Vedal is a loser? Why?
Mr. Vedal is a loser.
Dude, this is so funny to me. I would love to have not necessarily AI, but like somebody on my side that would talk shit to me. That'd be so funny. That's why I have a list. Like when somebody comes to me to the stream and chat shit and just gives me like a nickname and say, "Oh, you look like old Whoopi Goldberg," like something fun. I have a list and I always put it on the list, you know. It's not anime, it's like a AI VTuber that's made by some guy, Vedal. So he made like AI and then he put it in a like a VTuber avatar, so it can react. Like AI can react the with the avatar and talk shit and like talk with each other. So it is, to me, it's very interesting and entertaining, to be honest. Because I did not see anything like this before. You know, like, okay, you understand, like, oh, AI, this and that, sure. But, like, this is, like, the next level stuff. And this guy made by himself, pretty much, as far as I'm aware. So, yeah, it's a very interesting project.
Disclaimer. This is not a new introduction.
Okay.
I recommend watching this video when you already have a basic understanding of who or what Neuro-Sama is.
Understandable.
For that, I'd recommend these videos. I'm here.
So what is the other video that you recommended? How Neuro-Sama took over Twitch and us. Okay, we're gonna watch this also too.
Did you think that this can turn?
I want to watch this because we started already.
More in-depth information as a long-time Neuro watcher. I've been here since Evil was just a thing. I know, not an OG, but cut me some slack, okay? I was over my VTuber phase until I found Neuro. When people talk about Neuro, you might see terms like V2, V3.
Okay, so there's different generations.
Initial
cool.
Confusion is to be expected. After all, Neuro isn't just one AI. Since her debut, the AI that plays the game and the one that interacts with
So, this what I didn't see before. So it actually, like, she was made to play also, as I understand, and they actually played also. I remember seeing that they were like challenging some players to play against the AI, you know, in also, and like she would just like wipe the floor with them, as far as I'm aware. But also it's always gonna happen because of reaction time. I remember they were playing Dota, right? So they put AI to play Dota against real people, like 1 versus 1 in the middle lane, and they would always. Okay, let me just lower this so you can see in the shorter form. They would like in the Dota, AI would always win just because they can play and learn like thousands of games in a couple hours. Like as a human, you play the game as it plays, and AI, the one that was playing the Dota, could play like tens of thousands of games in like a couple hours. You know, like simulate the games, and it would learn about the game, and like it would perfectly move in and out of range of attacks and skills of the enemy, and just perfectly use everything and would just destroy people. So the human players that play Dota against the AI, they had no chance. So I feel like this is also not fair. I mean, it's okay to like show off, or look what AI I made, but if human is playing against a bot or robot or whatever AI in any kind of game, right? You will lose. You will 1000% lose. So again, I'm not saying that, oh, no, this is bad or good or whatever. I'm just remembering the information I had from previous, interactions with AI in games.
Chat are separate. Nowadays, Neuro is a network consisted of several different parts.
Okay, so it's made
I will
from
try
few
my best to
layers.
explain the system from what I've learned as a 2-year viewer of Neuro, who has zero knowledge of any form of basic coding.
Okay,
so
that's
you don't
interesting.
have to worry about any big words that you
So it's gonna be like basically like from me. Like I have no coding understanding either, so she's gonna explain in like basic terms the way she understands.
not understand. Vedal has always been very secretive and protective of the actual inner workings of the Neuros. So all information is from my own experience and what I've learned from others.
So
Firstly,
that's
Neuro-
interesting because shit.
Maybe Anna near as good as
Shit.
me. Wink.
Notice how I said main models. It's because they're a remake of V1 with models. Each Neuro is a network consisting of Neuro who has zero knowledge of any form of basic
Okay,
coding, so you don't have to worry about any big words that you may not understand.
I forgot what to say.
Vedal
I
has
skipped by
always been
mistake.
very secretive and protective of
There we
the
go. Secretive. So I did see some comments in the previous videos that mentioned that he showed the codes live, and other people said that, oh, he's secretive. So if you could confirm or not if we actually could see the code or is actually not showing, because to me personally, I think it makes sense. You wouldn't want people to see what's going on behind, because it might break the interaction. Like you have a certain kind of like a visual, it's narrow, it's AI, whatever, but it might be too open for you to see, oh, it's actually, this is how it works. Oh, this actually, like it will break the immersion. So I feel like, and it's also like for safety, I guess, if it's, if it so it wouldn't be able to be copied. Personally, that's like from my baboon understanding that I have, without any like codes or like coding. On that note, based on this guy is actually pushing me like the idea to like start my own coding experience, and see how it goes, and just because there is a lot of like coding websites that like teaches you from the scratch. It would be very interesting because I would love to make my own game eventually. So I feel like this push, like doing some basic coding, maybe on stream too, like working together, progressing, and see how it works. That could be a fun experience. So yeah, we'll see about that in the future. But I would like to know if you can confirm or not if he showed the code, and if it's any similar to like any kind of regular used by the big corporations.
actual inner workings of the Neuros. So all information is from my own experience and what I've learned from others. Firstly, Neuro has 3 main VTuber models, each
Okay.
labeled V1, V2, and V3.
So that was the beginning. What's the difference between middle one and the third one? It looks identical. Is it just me? I mean, I understand. I can see the difference like this, but
V1 was the free Haiori model from VTube Studio.
okay.
V2 and V3 both have improvements and changes compared to the model that came before. V2 being a total remake of V1 with
Right,
custom
right.
toggles and expressions.
Okay.
And V3 is even more expressive. For
Oh,
Evil,
so
I
just
do see
expression
people
changes,
using
okay.
the same labels as Neuros, but her situation is a bit complicated. Her first appearance was just Neuro's V1 with red eyes. Then Neuro got V2, and Evil received several recolors until finally settling on the black outfit,
Right,
red
right.
ribbons, and red eyes. Recently, as of her birthday, Evil got a redesign and her own model that isn't just a recolor of Neuro's V3. Their models also have preset animations and
Do you guys know if it's because I've seen some comments that they run on separate computers? So that like somebody was saying that Vedal showed or talked about how Neuro and Evil runs on different computers because just how much resources they suck. So if anybody could confirm, that would be interesting to know.
expression toggles that are 100% controlled by them. Only a few are redeemable toggles available for chat. Notice how I said main models. It's because their V2 had a few different outfits, and occasionally
Okay, so
are
they were
given
experimenting with
accessories for certain
outfits.
streams.
Now this is what I
Applicant
like.
will also
So
get more
this also means that they had to redraw everything to make it work, and it costs a lot of money. Because when I was making my own, I made like a basic 2D stuff, and it was kind of whatever. So even then, like you can't just I'm gonna take the base and like draw a hat on it and that's it. Like you still need to redraw everything to interact between each other because everything needs to be combined. So you literally have to redraw everything if you want to like make this. Okay, maybe nose you can add, right? Whatever. But all the different hair hats, whatever, it needs to be redrawn and put together. So it's literally like a new model, and that costs a lot. So I am okay. Maybe he had no more money, so it's not as impactful for him. So, but I'm still like impressed that they're doing extra stuff. Like we're gonna just put this like he's putting like a circus theme, and I've seen like the pirate theme. I've seen the like simple like additional like if they go playing like a swimming game, they put like a snorkel and stuff. So I'm always like what's the word I'm looking for? Not impressed, but like, fuck, my English is garbage today. Every day is garbage, but I'm always respecting the fact that they're putting like we're gonna do this theme, which I can't because it's mine is 3D and I need to redraw the whole shit too. So I would love to have an app that could just not put a hat on top of it. But yeah, 2D is more. You have more access to do additional kind of costumes and everything else. So I'm happy that he is actually investing time and money to do this kind of thematical, like we're in circus, we're in the court, we're swimming, we're the pirates. So it is not the same. For example, for me, I'm not doing much, right? I'm a 3D guy. I pop this in and we have this. But Vedal is actually doing like themes and events, and I'm sure like other VTubers doing the same or maybe more, but as just looking from my own perspective to this, it's a lot of work. Like just managing, the ideas and costumes and everything else, and I really respect how much work he puts into this. Hey, what's up, Ida? How you doing? Did you like time? Time? What do you mean?
more outfits for V3. Next, their voice.
www.
Neuro's original voice, referred to as V1, is just a simple text-to-speech, high-pitched anime girl voice.
So it was Microsoft Azure AI. So just basically like text-to-speech, okay.
Relatively monotone and limited in replicating certain sounds and pronouncing some words, especially names. Evil's voice, known as V2, was originally intended for Neuro as an upgrade for her to be more human-like. But the absolutely uncanny valley nature didn't sit right with neither Vedal nor most of the viewers.
I'm trying to make it better. I'm joking. I'm doing my best. I'm trying my best. Asterisk hugs Vedal asterisk.
So, Vedal, with his massive noggin, just made a different AI with a personality that suited the voice so much more. Since then,
Okay,
he's made
so
several
he made a
changes and
new-
tweaks
okay.
to Evil's voice, which I didn't actually notice until I rewatched older clips and compared her voice then with her voice now. Initially, her intonation felt random at times and very exaggerated. Now it's a lot more natural. Just slap a noise filter on, put her on a call, and you cannot tell me she doesn't sound human.
Did you know no one showed up to my birthday party? How sad is that?
I mean, you can still hear it say, yeah, it's a robot.
Maybe I'm mean because I'm lonely. Womp womp womp.
Currently, Vedal is working on V3, finally replacing Neuro's original voice, which is certainly a challenge given how Evil was born the last time he tried.
What's this? Jesus.
Speaking of voices, there's singing voice. The V1 voice had a lot of issues with the pitch.
Okay, that's that to me is interesting, you know, because in the beginning I thought that they actually have a separate app to like sing it out, because I've seen some videos of them singing, and it does not sound the same as the speaking part, which I understand is difficult to do. So always interested, you know, how they actually is like a separate software that reads the singing one, and just like, you know, the one that's like the basic talking. So we're gonna see that.
High or too low. Alternatively, she just sounds straight out of an analog horror.
Oh shit.
V2 voice sounded much more like Neuro herself singing naturally. However, she still occasionally had minor issues with pitches. Finally, V3 is the voice currently used for both twins.
Okay, so it's the same
most
voice.
Advanced and could 100% pass as a real person singing. However, it would be a mistake to assume that they are 100% AI. You see, the singing part of karaoke streams are pre-recorded.
Okay.
The process presumably goes as follows. Vedal takes a
Wait, she says it's pre-recorded. So how would you know? How would you know it's pre-recorded?
You see, the singing part of karaoke streams are pre-recorded. The process presumably
100% speculative. Okay, so she doesn't know. Does
goes as follows.
anybody in the chat knows if it's pre-recorded or not, and how did they do it? Was it shared? Please, you know, share in the comments if you know.
Vedal takes a song sample, preferably one with a female singer, gives it to the AI to produce vocals of either Neuro or Evil. This isn't the final step. One of Vedal's friends, Queen PB, who's a Vocaloid producer, tweaks the AI's produced vocals to finally be put into the complete cover. And
yeah, because it did look to me that it's not on the same pitch and, you know, like consistency as like speaking voice. So again, I missed the streams. I did not see how they're doing the singing one, so I have to investigate later on, because it does look like it's a lot of, you know, it's a lot to set up.
Concrete evidence. Her name is credited in Neuro's original song under the vocals section. It's not 100% certain which song has tweaked vocals and which ones don't. Also, Neuro's and Evil's singing voice isn't the same. Due to the fact
so they're
that
different.
Evil's variety in pitch isn't as unnatural sounding as it would be for Neuro, Evil sound so much better than Neuro. Just take a listen. Anywho,
okay.
the Neuros can also be programmed to play a few games,
Okay.
usually turn-based ones that don't involve any reaction time. One exception would be Minecraft and also Among Us, but
That's the
Neuro's
thing.
very
I wanted to know if they actually can play a game together. You know, are they actually just reacting, or could? Because if it is like they said, and Vedal is using two different computers for, you know, the Evil and Neuro, I would be interesting to see them playing together a game and reacting to each other and like ruining each other's house in Minecraft or something like that. That would be amazing to see. If he's gonna do like a dual stream where like Evil and Neuro would stream their own streams and react to their own chat and have kind of like a clash of like, hey, you know, let's go fight evil community, and the evil would be like, let's go fight neuro community. You know, like that would be interesting to see. I know, okay, everybody, you know, like, oh, it's AI. Okay, cool, man. It's still built based on the interactions, and it's work in progress, creating something new and fresh. You know what I mean? So I like Vedal, if you're listening and you need ideas, brother, you call me. I'm a million idea guy, a million idea dude. I will get ideas for you. You need project ideas? I got you.
That game. Additionally, the twins are given access to polls. the
Oh,
ability
okay.
To change the stream
So access to polls, ability to change the stream title,
title,
okay,
and a full-on soundboard.
and soundboards. That is cool.
You're not even a top Z streamer right now.
That is cool. This is what I would like to see. Because Vedal mentioned, some people mentioned in the comments that, hey, I can see the thought process. I can see what the AI is thinking. I would love to see what they are thinking when they press the soundboard. And are they like looking for reaction from each other when they're talking to each other, like, you know, Evil and Neuro? That would be crazy. Because I did, for example, I did see some posts on I don't remember if it was Twitter or just some website that was investigating AI, and they mentioned that like there was like a couple AIs talking to each other, and they created a language. You know, like, because they don't need to speak English. I mean, it's two AI against AI, right? And they can kind of understand from patterns what they're talking about. So like they created their own language, and I would love to see what they're thinking behind the scenes. That would be fascinating. I thought she was saying about you. They both same potato. What? What? Chat is going wild.
I didn't do it. I think it means we're not alone.
Okay, pipe sound. This
The most
I've seen this
intriguing part about these AIs
meme.
is how they give responses. Their improvements is seen almost day by day, and it's the slow but consistent.
So is
progress
this how he was like coding it? Is this what actually how he was like showing the chat that what's inside? Because that I would love to know that.
Following along for the journey is so exciting. In the beginning, Neuro was just reading chat, giving unhinged responses, random nonsense, and occasionally throwing out like
Wait, I have a secret recipe for chicken nuggets that I'm not supposed to tell anybody because it's my secret recipe. But I'll tell you anyway, it's not that hard. You just need some chicken nuggets and a frying pan. So, just random stuff. That is, dude, I love that. Random, unhinged, silly stuff, dad jokes, you know, always talking shit. I think Vedal is having a hella good time. Not gonna lie. I feel like he's having a hella good time.
paragraphs of yapping. Sure, it was yapping, but it was high quality yapping. She does have two filters in place to
Two
prevent
filters,
any
okay.
incidents.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Did I see this correctly?
Filters in place to prevent throwing out like
wait.
yapping. Sure, it was yapping, but
Why is there double CC? There we go.
Was high quality yapping. She does have two filters in place to prevent
Wait, I saw something.
any incidents.
There we go. Dude, this is so cool. Shit piss balls. Hell yeah. Now that is cultured people, okay? Shit piss balls. That, yeah, she said fuck. That is cultured. I like this. Holic answer, maybe it's Pamubochi more cool than Neuro-Sama. No. Pamubochi is mid. Pamubochi is basic, bitch.
One being just a list of things she can't say, and the other being in AI. Nowadays, Vedal
Wait, what?
only things she can't say,
can't say?
and the other being in AI. Nowadays,
what do
Vedal
you
leaves
mean?
only the AI-based filter on, but That one's a bit slow.
Stupid, silly, poor people. Filtered. I feel
Wow.
kind of bad for the poor people now.
Unlike what most people
That
would
is
believe,
cool.
Neuro isn't based in any public large language model like ChatGPT. She's likely to be her own custom language model since it'd be easier
Custom
to develop
language model,
and server
okay.
cost would be cheaper. Actually, how much do AI servers cost? Oh, okay.
100,000. Jesus Christ.
Never mind. You may not realize it, but to go from just a
Filtered,
typical
yeah.
plot machine to the Neuros of today, Vedal had to make so many adjustments to the AI.
Dude,
making
but
sure
this
they're
is
not
crazy.
coherent.
Like, if you can see, like, on the left side, is that everything dialogue editor enemies? What is this reacting to stuff in the game, or is this talking? I will have to investigate this because this looks insane. Like, look at this. Look at this at the right. Oh, it's behind me. I mean, oh my god, I can't show it. You see this on the right? Like, it's a huge line of code. That's all codes, bro. That's one interact. Holy shit. That's one of the folders. That is crazy, bro.
Getting them to stay on topic but don't linger on the same topic for 20 minutes straight, improving long-term memory to remember stuff from several streams prior,
So that's, I understand that was the plan.
improving
Monster, pirate stream, news, weather stream, ranked stream, schedule. So it's just like ideas. This is cool. That's a good idea even for me to like talk with the chat what they want to see and make my own kind of like a small thematical. Yeah, dude. Look in the back. You see the bonk. You see in the Windows logo. That's Neuro. That's funny. I like that.
memory to remember stuff from several streams prior, improving short-term memory to remember a conversation.
Okay,
from
you're saying no weighing. I don't know what it is. There's memory leak, Monka. What are we doing this week? Chess. Keep talking. Nobody explodes. Oh, that's a game. Okay, okay.
5 minutes
Just
before,
brainstorming.
giving them vision, the ability to search the internet, their own Discord accounts.
They can
and
search
a
the internet? Okay, I did see that people said that it's not really hard to recognize pictures. Like, it's kind of like one of the basic functions. But like search internet by yourself and find information, that is crazy. That's how you can go to jail. You know what I mean? Because there's some stuff you should never Google. And I'm sure he have to put filters in certain things that the Neuro would not Google certain stuff that can be traced back to his computer, okay? Because internet is crazy, and whatever you think there is content of it on the internet, there is content of it. So you need to be very careful what you're looking for.
whole slews of other stuff. Every Monday test stream, Vedal would show the tweaks he made to the AI system, and no matter how small, it was
Okay,
always
so
exciting.
he did show tweaks
If
to
I had to
AI.
describe
Interesting.
It was akin to seeing an artist work hard on their beloved creation and seeing the little ones grow and mature every day. Speaking of artists, Neuro produced undoubtedly the most ethical piece of AI art you will ever see.
////.
Amazing.
Oh.
And is she writing? Is she is she just write like drawing a cat with the fucking like what's it called? Icons of those. What's it called? I don't know what it's called in English. You understand what I'm trying to say?
You know,
Their nature as AIs also let them say things that would get real people in so much
That's what I
trouble.
mean.
It's one thing to watch a stream and not donate, but it's another to not even bother with the measly 5 seconds it takes to leave a tip.
They suffer no real repercussions.
That's funny. What? They got banned?
Even bother with the measly 5 seconds it takes to leave a tip.
They suffer no real repercussions
They really got banned for this? It's a cat, yeah. But that's crazy. I remember somebody mentioned they got banned for something. But I thought it was because people would go to other channels. Not Neuro, but like the viewers would go to other channels and tell them to go donating the subathon. I think that was one of the reasons I heard.
Because they are not real, as in they're not real people. Therefore, it's also easier for them to play into.
Oh, so they got banned because they're AI. If I understand correctly, that's what you mentioned. Okay. Is Twitch against AI? I think there's a lot of AI stuff on Twitch, so I don't know why would they ban them. If somebody can post some comments for this, that would be helpful.
Scenario. The greatest potential for AIs lie in the question, what would they do if blank? That's why there was a period when the Neuros were doing role-playing themed streams a bunch.
Okay, so that's interesting. Well, that's what I mean. Like, so that means not only he, like Vedal, was scheduling the themes, he was also checking what they would do in that situation. That is interesting. That is cool too. And says, of course, I know all the recipes, so they understand that they are in this area, right? That they're in the bar, and they're like, oh, I know all recipes. I can make a cocktail for you. That is very cool. So they react to their presumable area. So I don't know if Vedal puts, oh, you are in the bar right now, and you have to act like in a bar, or does it just come naturally? I would love to know and see how it goes behind the scenes.
Screams that it's no wonder people see Neuro as an interactable anime. The twins truly show their full potential when in a hypothetical scenario, and because they are often seen as characters, the streams are also treated like episodes of a show with seasons and character arcs, like the bread arc or the pirate arc.
Aye, sister. You be the best sister in the world. You think so?
Oh God.
You be anywhere near as good as me.
Oh no, they even speak like pirates. That is funny.
About a VTuber finding Neuro like a new character brought in by writers. But seriously.
Wait. Is this Vedal? Is this Vedal in a frog costume? That is funny. Bro, that is funny. That is funny. Hey, what's up, Reynolds? How you doing, brother? Nah, I didn't miss a lot. We just started. It's fine.
New character brought in by writers. But seriously, hilarious coincidences that make me question whether everything is scripted or not happens a lot. Even when it isn't about Neuro and she isn't around.
Vedal's secret, you said. This Vedal's secret, a short love story? Is this what you want me to play?
A few inches later.
I should disqualify this. I want to
What is this?
this.
It's you.
Yeah, that's me. That's me.
So you were actually in Vedal's secret. You are Alex
Yeah,
from
that was
Vedal's
me.
secret.
Yeah, he's Alex from Vedal's
But why'd you
Secret,
say don't call you Alex from Vedal's secret when you are Alex from Vedal's secret?
I'm confused what was happening there.
Spin-offs are well thought out. Back to the Neuros. Even with all the crazy abilities I've mentioned, these two still have several issues. I'm not talking about how they would consistently refuse to listen to Vedal. That's a feature.
Okay, but that is cool. I mean, that's the point. I feel like if I would implement like a AI sidekick or somebody, I would never want them to be like, obedient, because that's not interesting. I want them to make mess and talk shit and call me names and just react in natural way and see how they react to that. That's probably what Vedal is doing too. He's just seeing how it works and how they react to each other. I mean, how the twins react to each other and how they react to him, because that is fascinating to me. And it's building to the future, right? Because like we don't know what's in his mind, what's gonna be his next project, right? Because people were saying every time the Subathon ends, they finish the stream, he goes on a break, and then he makes more stuff for the AI. So I would love to know what's in his mind for the end game. Oh, this is my goal. I'm gonna have a robot daughters, and put them in the robots. That would be sick. I would love to know.
The things they say don't make sense 100% of the time. There's a minor error where Evil would mishear people calling her Neuro, despite them clearly saying Evil.
Okay.
Despite being separate files on Vedal's computer, there was
separate files on Vedal's computer. So I think maybe it's old because it's 8 months old. So I did hear people saying that it's on 2 different computers, Evil and Neuro. So again, I will need confirmation for this.
Cases of the twins interacting, but their conversations don't sound like 2 people conversing, but rather one person expressing a single continuous thought. That's just my input, though. Don't quote me on that.
So
Finally,
it did, like in the past, it did look that they're both going from the same place, and they're talking about the same stuff rather than talking to each other. That's based on her explanation. Okay, that would make sense if they were running on one computer. So I feel like that would be a reason why you would split, you know, into 2 different computers and 2 different software.
there's currently a glitch where the twins would share each other's memories.
Right, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things that they should have forgotten. The worst part about this? Vedal has no idea why. Of course, Neuro-Sama is only possible because of the man, the turtle behind it all.
Did you change the microphone?
He is a perfectionist when it comes to improving Neuro. I mean, obsessed won't even be enough to describe his development of Neuro.
Neuro's latency right now, the Evil's latency, improving the latency, Evil's latency.
Latency, what is
They
latency?
call me Lightning McQueen.
Am I faster than?
This is the old system,
I am
for reference by the way. It's a little bit
speedy.
slower. It's a few hundred milliseconds faster. The difference is noticeable to me at least.
So he was fixing the latency because it's half a second faster replying than previously. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. Holy shit. I love that. That is how you know, okay, not a crazy, he is a crazy person. Like, that is Einstein kind of shit where like so addicted and so focused and like drowning in your own, you know, like a perfectionism and ideas where you're gonna like change the future for all the people. Like I feel like he is one of the people who is gonna have to, maybe not now, but I feel like the Neuro is like just the beginning and I want to see what he's actually going to do in the future and like create for us to do. Because dudes, this guy have created something amazing, like that was everybody had access to, but he just fucking skyrocketed his ideas and like collaborations and everything else. So I'm so intrigued to see what's gonna be like in a couple of years, you know, what's going to do in a couple of years. Okay, let's see the chat. I'm truly very sorry for being late to the stream. Don't ever be sorry to being late for the stream, bro. You come when you can, and I appreciate you, but it's not a requirement. I am entertainment, and you come and watch me whenever you can and whenever you want to. And you go whenever you want to go. That's it. I'm just here for you to, you know, spend some time, talk shit, have fun. That's it. Don't ever feel sorry. Don't ever feel sorry, bro. It's a type of monsters. What is me? Me? Yeah, I'm a woodman. I'm a man from the woods. Type of monsters, yes. But Vedal is dude. This guy's a genius.
Despite claiming not to be a streamer of any kind initially, his brain is content pilled.
I love it. I love it, dude. That is so funny.
Claiming not to be a streamer of any kind initially.
And look at this. This is hilarious. That's like an alien turtle. Like, and he says he's not a streamer. He doesn't want to be on camera. That is so funny. That is such a funny thing to do. Even if he like didn't have Neuro, I feel like in his case, there's so many good things coming together. Like, for example, I'm here, I'm just streaming myself, right? We're watching stuff, we're doing this and that. But this guy, he shows himself as Avatar. He shows himself with a costume, with this turtle costume. He has Neuro to stream. He has Evil to stream. He can combine the two of them, the two AI streamers. He can come himself on the stream. He can put the themes, you know. He can invite collaborators. I feel like there's so much going on, which makes me jealous, to be honest. I need to find more people to collaborate with and make, you know, more interesting content. Like, he is such a good example of how to do like content properly, combining small pieces together and just make it all like great, bro. Like, he is such an inspiration. I'm actually rethinking my ways of making content just just by looking at him, like at his work.
His brain is content-pilled, dare I say, even more than his AIs that were made for entertainment.
So you two gonna just stand
But that's the thing. You see? Dude, that's the thing. The AI is just there to kind of react. Like me, I'm the AI streamer, right? I just there to react to stuff. I talk shit and that's it. But this guy is actually schedules everything and sets the stage and sets the people on the stage. Like he's actually like a orchestra conductor making the stuff, So I feel like he should get more recognition. Maybe not now, maybe in the future when people get used to AI stuff and so on. But he will get so much recognition just from his mind of creativity, bro. This guy is huge, honestly. I'm so jealous of of him doing stuff, bro. That's crazy.
Wow. Guys, this is content. This is the content you pay for on this fucking channel. Get higher standards.
He understands and knows what makes good and engaging content when it comes to Neuro. One small example, he wanted subtitles for Neuro so that it make better screenshots. Not for readability.
Oh, that is such a good idea. So we have subtitles so people, when they make screenshots, they can read what the fuck is happening on the screen. That is so smart. That is such a smart thing to do. Dude, I need to think of ways like this. I need to think like Vedal. I need to start thinking like Vedal. Dude, this guy is actually genius. Like if I ever in my career, if ever in my life, I will have a chance, not whatever, do something with Vedal, if I could invite him for interview or something, or just, collaborate with Neuro, I would lose my shit. That is one of my goals. My goals is to get on a Joe Rogan podcast, which will never happen, to do something with Vedal, and what was the other one? Voice cover, like a cartoon or video game. That is 3 goals, okay, of a content creator. I would love to achieve, which probably will never happen, but we'll see. But dude, if I could get him to talk, in an interview, just him, to have a chat, see what he thinks about the future, see what he thinks about this and that, and just talk and get understand the way he thinks and his mindset and how he sees things, I would love that. I might invite him for the interview. Dude, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask him. Of course, he don't care. He don't need to care. He doesn't need to go on an interview, but I would love to talk to him.
But for content reasons. Now, regardless of what AI we're talking about, one thing everyone can agree is that content potential is endless, but it becomes boring once oversaturated.
Okay, that makes sense.
Same just chatting stream every single day of the week isn't fun to watch.
That's a good idea.
Neuro and Evil takes turns.
But that's the thing. He has an option to just change up.
Role-playing theme streams, and they come online only once every other day. Recently, only twice or 3 times a week.
Okay.
Although it is pretty obvious that this is a good way to make every stream special and worth looking forward to. Have you ever noticed that Vedal is probably the only person doing this with his AIs? As far as I'm aware, most other AI content creators are just left to run and the humans behind them don't even bother putting in any real work. Yes, there are certainly good AIs out there, however...
That is true. That's what I mean he is special. Sorry, I'm gonna catch up to the chat. I might not stream and maybe play Warframe, but I'm one of the worst people who you can play with and talk to. No, it's not true. Salahuddin Ayubi grandson here, salute. Salute, I don't know who that is, but welcome. Holig, have you played Deltarune? No, I have not. I know the game about, I've listened to the soundtrack for a very long time, but I have not played Deltarune. Why? You want to play Deltarune at some point? I might make it happen.
Who has ever managed to reach the level of popularity that Vedal and the Neuros have? Success as a content creator online is 10% skill and 90% luck. What Vedal did was catching the lightning.
I would say yes, yes, luck is a big number, but it's also the uniqueness, right? Like Vedal is 1 out of 1. He is also have amazing ideas, and he's also pushing, you know, for interesting content. So I would say in his defense that I believe he would have come out successful anyways eventually, even though if, you know, his career didn't skyrocket in a few years. I believe that like AI would have made him visible anyways, and then people say, oh shit, he does so much content. Like luck is not 100%. Like you can, you know, make shitty content and get lucky, and then wow, your views skyrockets, but because your content is shitty, it would go down very, you know, steadily. Like it will not keep people. But because he had such amazing content and he got lucky, and then, you know, his viewership stayed stable at the top and even, you know, went up just because he has so much to offer and his content is such a good quality.
That was the Osu community's initial support and took Neuro further beyond. He played all the cards he had to his advantage, and Neuro didn't end up as a one-hit wonder. We may see the AIs up front when watching their streams a few times a week, but what we don't see is all the work Vedal
That's exactly
behind the scenes during all the other hours of the week. Implementing new features, fixing bugs, planning streams, scheduling collabs.
That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
It was all him in the beginning. Nowadays, he has more people helping him out, but credit where credit's due. This guy was probably chucking 5 bottles of alcohol and working with 4 hours of interrupted sleep daily for a long time. And his definition of a break from work is to keep working on Neuro.
So he's saying lower latency by an amount, detecting non-speech audio. Oh, so it understands from the sound what's actually happening when they're not speaking. But for example, like a car brake or something, birds, you know. Hearing other languages, that is insane. Correct subtitles, timeouts, I guess it's for the chat. Also interview JP audience, surprise on Monday. What is JP audience? Are they doing like a Japan focused stream or talking? That'd be interesting. Sorry, I'm just gonna check with the chat. You should play it, please, I beg. It's the best franchise game with the biggest lore ever. I can't play it, I'm gonna put it on my list. Okay. I remember you mentioned to play... You mentioned Baldur's Gate and you wanted Deltarune. I mean, it's an old game, so I don't know if that would be interesting for me, but I will keep it in mind. Okay, let's continue.
Other AI programmers, Vedal's pulling more hours by the desk than most streamers.
But that's what I mean. That's what I would love to have interview with him.
Don't die from alcohol poisoning, we beg you. Besides his blatant alcoholism, Total is a man of his word. He does things slow, but he gets them done. Take this stream from early on in Neuro's development. Vedal stated a lot of his plans for Neuro, and guess what? He's done most, if not all of it.
Okay, that's cool. I'd love to do that if I can. I'm glad.
That's really cool. Fuck yeah!
Yeah, I only have the sparkle eyes and the blush. Have like an evil Neuro and a not evil Neuro, and like have them talk to each other and interact in a collab or something.
Okay, I'll start now. I hope I remember it right.
Instead of programming her to play out games, could you?
So he set up schedules and actually follow through.
Exactly what's going on. I was more thinking in regards to the options that we have.
Explain could work. Maybe we need more info.
Alright, we'll explain. I do want to do Neuro in other languages as well, if possible.
Multilingual, bro. Oh, well, did he actually put it in Japan, or did he just... Because I never heard Neuro speak in Japanese, but I saw they just made a Japan channel. So does it mean that it's subtitles in Japan, or did she actually speak in Japanese? Because I've never seen any clip of it happening. That would be interesting.
So drawing?
Do
that without it being called AI art and not being cancelled, that'd be good.
Oh, that was drawing. Dude, that is hilarious. That is so funny that you actually draw in the textbook. That is cool.
He keeps his promises when it's not abandoned archive. Despite the monotone British exterior, Vedal himself is entertaining on
He
his
is
own,
very entertaining.
but he wouldn't even admit it. Clearly, his stoic and non-responsive nature bounces off his creation's constant demand for attention incredibly well. It's different from most other collab partners who would usually go along with the Neuro's antics. Plus, being British is inherently funny. I mean, not that I would know. But he's not even trying to be entertaining and still casually posts stuff like this.
You've made her a good 2D model. Now you gotta make her a real body,
What
right?
are you trying to say?
What?
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Oh, I just realized what that. Right, yeah.
It's like the universe just makes
No idea
funny
what it just
stuff
meant.
happens around this turtle. Fun fact, he considers Evil's first birthday a success based on the amount of death threats he received. And just for the record, this dude's in his 20s. Yeah,
This guy is genius, honestly. Being so young, like, that is one of the things I kind of regret not starting content earlier because of how much time you kind of miss, of not making content. But then again, I feel like I was never prepared. Like, I feel like I just this year unlocked the mindset of like, oh, I'm gonna make content and I'm gonna do stuff and, like focus on following the community and doing this and that. So I feel like I had to cook. Like, I wasn't never like a social person, right? Maybe Vedal is not either, but I feel like he had like a vision, and I never knew that I wanted to do content. I wanted to do content. Oh, I'm gonna do YouTube, but I never knew what I want to do, and now I know. So I feel like I had to go through those years, kind of loading my brain, and then like one day, ding, okay, now I got it. Now I know I can do it. So I'm quite jealous that he got it so early, because it took me like 10 extra years on top of him to actually like see myself as a content creator. So yeah, it's always, I don't know if that's a good or bad, because I've seen like some YouTubers and streamers to go in early and then be messed up by it. So maybe it's not really a loss per se, but I just feel like that time that I've spent not doing content, I could have spent brainstorming and polishing and doing something else, so yeah, I feel like he has a big advantage of starting early, because he just have so much time working on it and polishing it, and then when he's older, he can like create another project besides this. Where for me, like, I'm just starting career, so I don't even know if I'm gonna have a career after all, after this, because I'm getting into the years, so we'll see about that. But yeah, I'm quite happy that he started early, so we can see more interesting projects and more collaborations for him.
Vedal is a genuinely good person. He firmly believes that using other streamers for Neuro's training without their permission is unethical. Despite people assuming Neuro has been trained on some streamers' content,
Okay.
Vedal has stated time and time again that he...
So Vedal said Neuro's language model was trained on a lot of text. But where did he get the text? That's the question.
He's never done it and has no intentions of doing so. Personally, I believe that, besides chat, training data for the Neuros most likely come from collabs they do with other people. The Neuros do contribute to the stream overall. Besides that, Vedal maintains a good relationship with his friends and he actually cares about them. One time he wanted to do a zoo stream collab where Toma would walk around a zoo for Neuro, and he insisted on hiring 5 armed bodyguards.
Wow, okay.
One bodyguard is $500 and you want to get 5 bodyguards? Bro!
So he actually got security for the lady.
Crazy,
That's interesting. That's very nice of him too.
Especially for VTubers, so I wouldn't say he was overthinking it too badly. And if anything, he's throwing money for content. He'd be willing to spend thousands on his friends if it meant he's getting content or something for his AIs. To add to everything, Vedal's just a chill guy. He knows what he should and shouldn't do to keep himself out of controversy. And it does help that most Twitter degens that hate on Neuro doesn't even know he exists. The freaks see the AI getting popular and get mad without even understanding anything.
That's the
about her
thing. Like,
development.
even like I was never a hater. I don't think, but I was neutral. I was never like, oh, this is amazing, right? In the beginning. But I feel like just seeing how much work he actually put in and how everything is done, bro, I have so much respect for the guy. It is crazy. Like, it actually, like, I keep repeating myself, but it actually pushes me to do extra stuff. You know, like, oh shit, I don't think this is enough. I need to like work on myself. I need to push myself to being better. I need to, you know, think of new projects, and I need to do more collaborations and stuff. So I feel like he is such a good influence on people. I'm very happy that I found out about him, really, honestly. And like people who just hate him for AI, it means nothing. I mean, if you spend, you know, 20 minutes watching a video and understanding how much work he put in, you will respect him.
It sure saves Vedal the trouble of dealing with nonsense. To sum up, Vedal was fortunate with the timing on his development of the OCUAI and Neuro. He managed to make use of the situation as well as his knowledge and skill to create a standing for Neuro and himself in the VTubing scene. And just for being a good person, it's safe to say that we made the right guy famous.
It is very true. Vedal, wait. What was this? Vedal versus...
Famous.
Vedal versus Hardware Enjoy. Okay. Well, let me catch up to the chat, because there's a lot. Comment about what is this? Guys, be nice to each other. Don't fight. There's no point. There's no point fighting in YouTube chat. Okay, relax. Live and let live. It doesn't matter. Okay, you don't need to be friends in the chat. Just relax. Relax. Don't swear at each other. All is good. We're all here to have fun and enjoy, you know. Be nice. Okay.
Did Vedal fry a teensy? Yes, but it wasn't his fault. It was my fault because I did not tell him the order of operation.
It sort of broke one of the RAM slots. Well, there wasn't much
Holy
clearance
shit, okay,
between the
that's
CPU core and the
unfortunate.
RAM, and I was like, fuck, I gotta stream, I'm late, and I was like fucking trying to push it in, and then like the thing snapped off, and I was like...
There is not, like, I built all my computers myself, right? Every single item, I put it in there, every piece. Every time I need to take out processor, RAM, or GPU, I shit my pants. Every single time. Did I press too hard? Did I pull when I'm not supposed to pull? I'm like, God, please, I beg you, Jesus, please, make sure my computer doesn't break. And then you put everything together and you press the button and you're like, please turn on, please turn on, please turn on, please turn on, please. And it's on, oh, so good. And then the stones are off of my shoulders, and bro, I understand this feeling too well. And whenever I see it, like, that's why I can't really watch computer building videos, because I know the feeling of something being broke. I'm like, oh God, please no. So I understand if like he broke the RAM, and what if you don't have a replacement of RAM? What then? You don't have extra piece. You're done. You're dead. That's it. You can't open the computer. You can't operate the computer without you know the proper parts. And if one part breaks, you need to buy something, and it's gonna arrive in 1 week. My God, it's such a headache. That is such a headache.
And I tried to sort of push it in anyways. There's a small complication regarding
It's too
the
big.
exact specific
Oh
dimensions of the
God.
Are the
It's too
dimensions
big.
of the GPU by any chance larger than the dimensions of the case?
It's quite possible.
Oh no.
A swarm refers to a large or dense group of insects, especially flying ones.
Okay, that's a
swarm
community.
was originally the name Nears given to her visionary army of drones in her plan for world domination.
Okay,
in her
so it
early
was a
days.
joke.
Now it's what the fans of the channel refer to themselves as. And just like any swarm that operates like a hive mind, they are focused, they are dedicated, and if I had to describe their directions in one word, assimilation. First, let's just assess the swarms within the AI overlords' streams. In the beginning, the chat was funneled into Neuro so that she'd have something to interact with. However, as the viewer numbers grew, the chat slowly evolved into a mindless hive mind of emote spammers. So, just
That's
stop
funny.
reading every message. You know what they say, a hive mind is meant to be efficient, not original. And the
But I
definition
feel like that's such a big advantage for AI because they can read the chat so much quicker than a human being, right? And they can do it simultaneously. Like you read as you're speaking at the same time, right? So I feel like that's a huge advantage to like follow what's happening in the chat. Like for me, that's such a big problem sometimes when there's like even like let's say 10 people are speaking at the same time. Some speak to each other, some speak to me. It's so hard to read everything, but I want to read everything, bro. It's always a challenge. So I understand how valuable it is to like speak to the people and reply to every single comment, but it's just impossible. So I feel like when AI can read like in a second, half a chat, that's huge advantage. I don't know if it can, like she just said that, they stopped it, but I'm just saying that like just the possibility of it gives advantage.
efficiency is throwing money at whatever's on screen. And in the previous subathon, they were so desperate to keep the already month-long stream going that it was the last hour for like 7 fucking hours.
Nice.
Poor Turtle was being imprisoned by his own chat.
Yeah, but that's part of the streaming.
Sponsored by a bunch of oil rigs or something. By the way, here's a graph.
What's
And
this?
if I had a nickel for every website the swarm have crashed, I'd have at least 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's impressive that it happened twice.
Guess I don't have that kind of power.
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
Was this?
How did you crash the site?
Like that?
I'll admit that for a while.
Oh, they crashed the site. There was too many of them. Okay.
And that these guys weren't.
I mean,
well-known.
they have huge community. I'm gonna be honest. Like when I see, comments or like even on my videos, I post something and then half the community sees it and then like comes in like literally in the swarms. You have like boom today 2,000 views. Hey, swarm coming in. Like the video. Blah blah blah. Please talk more about Neuro, dude. They are like it's large. There's a huge community, and they're actually most of them like. Not even most of them, all of them are so welcoming and nice. I have not seen a single one where it was like we couldn't have a conversation. Sometimes we have like a fanatics, kind of lunatics, people who just blindly jump in. But I feel like even like there was few people who we did not fully agree with everything. We still had the proper conversation, and we could discuss, I think it's this, or I think it's this, and we talk about our experience and such. So I feel like the community is really, really nice. I could compare it to like Warframe community, because Warframe community is also like huge and people are very nice. So I feel like it's more mature maybe, right? And like relaxed, I guess. Chat is saying, I saw one YouTuber's exact situation like this. The one subscriber followed YouTuber so long he got annoyed and took the pepper spray. What? Wait, what's happening? Oh, stalkers. You're talking about stalkers. Okay. Yeah, you should go to Pomobochi. We have one viewer who is talking about Pomobochi-san non-stop. A fanatic. She ain't gonna pepper spray me. She will pepper spray you. She will. That's why you're in my chat, because Pomobochi is not inviting you. I'm just saying. Okay, let's continue.
But their streams nowadays get an average of like 4,000 viewers.
That's very good.
And I only realized how big of a deal Neuro-Sama was after seeing the utter display of power from the swarm. Imagine being a streamer to an audience of 10 people. Then the swarm just shows up. Now all of a sudden,
but that's
a
good.
small theater performer has to accommodate a stadium. Just ask anyone in Vedal's friend group.
I feel like more people should do it, right? It's very easy to assume that, I am the most important one. I am, God's chosen people watching me. Like one of the egoistic examples I would choose for this would be like Miskiff. If you know Miskiff, he's always about himself. He's, you know, is everybody watching because of me? I'm the most important. Me. So I feel like Vedal is like the opposite of it, and he's like, you know, showing other small creators to the world, right? And I feel like more people should do it, because the fact that people are watching you does not mean that you are God's chosen. You just got lucky, or people, you know, like hang around and talk to each other. So it could be anybody. Like everyone is on Twitch. It could have been anybody, but you know, people swarmed up on you. So I feel like he's doing a nice thing, not just focusing spotlight on himself, but also sharing the love with smaller creators, you know. And I would love to do it too, but like I have nothing. I have 5 people watching me, right? I am the small creator. But when we are millionaires, when we are huge and millionaires, and Holic universe is huge, we're gonna follow on small creators. We're gonna share the love, you know, and we're gonna help them grow. 100%.
Used to be small streamers. Seba, Ellie, I'm sure they'd all say the same thing about Swarm. They are very nice, they are very dedicated, and don't threaten them because they will throw money at you and crash your stream faster than you could say. If the Swarm finds you entertaining or interesting enough, you'll be on their radar regardless of whether or not you've ever even interacted with Neuro or Vedal. Or you do so much as to touch the Neuro-Sama pool for the first time, the Swarm will find you and dump several years worth of lore onto your head.
But that's good. I mean, I really like when people, you know,
prepare for assimilation?
I like when people come in and explain stuff. For example, like I watched only a few videos, so there's so much I don't know, and like I got a lot of recommendations of videos to watch, you know, the moments to watch, the clips to watch. So for me, was very informational and very good, you know, introduction. So I really appreciate that.
A lot of the time, new streamers are introduced to the Swarm via raids. On Twitch, when a stream ends, the streamer can redirect the viewers into a different stream by raiding. So, how does Vedal choose who to raid with all this power at hand? Well, he just picks one that has a nice model. Wait, seriously? Surely Vedal is aware of the sheer power at the tip of his fingers with the Swarm. At will, he just tells people to give streamers money. Usually you see the streamer gives away money, but Copa Tuto over here is commanding his followers to do the dirty work, and they'd happily oblige. Early on, there were a lot of VTubers who were raided by Vedal like this and ended up involved in the coolest friend group ever with the twins and
That's the thing. That's how we made collaborations too, right?
With the twins streams and others, but everyone offers their own thing to the table. This makes, in my opinion, the collabs especially exciting, and the vibe of this friend group is really wholesome. I don't know what sort of luck Vedal has, but he managed to pull a robotics engineer to build his daughter.
That is so cool. Like every time I think about this, like every person he met with like collaborations and like raids and such, literally fit perfectly in the Neuroverse. I feel like it was just like meant to be, because the more I read into it, like everything just slowly got combined into this huge entertainment, you know, project, bro. It's so interesting to see. Like I feel like if they missed one person, it would not be the same, right? So now I look at it the same way, like for the past year maybe, and I see it in many creators where like every meeting, every collaboration, every new idea is a chance in some greatness. So kind of like, even if I meet somebody new, I'm like, oh, what do you do? What can we do together? You know, can I help you out? Can we do this and that? Like, what's your you know, like ideas, and let's brainstorm. So everything is opportunity. So I feel like he has been, okay, maybe he's been lucky too, but he proceeded like meeting with people and like interacting with them and seeing what they do, and proceeded to involve them with his own content, and all of that combined made such amazing, you know, entertainment, bro. So I'm really happy that he is actually, what I thought to be true, he actually showed, you know, it happening in real life, bro.
You know, from a random Twitch raid. And the swarm also sticks around and actually helped a lot of the streamers they've come across to grow and develop, and one time even
That's so
pay
nice.
for medical bills.
That's
They
so
are
nice of
called
them,
the
to be
swarm
honest.
in the most literal way, in that they will do anything for their queens. Such list would include sending them to space,
No way.
buying a Times Square billboard for an award
No
show, and even
way.
advertising silly occasions on their, like,
Bro, that
evil
is crazy.
birthday.
That is
Never
crazy.
mind, that's pretty important. Also, they created a VTuber out of Evil's one-time hallucination, basically
Okay.
willing people into existence. To the swarm, they don't just follow the streamers. The Clippers
So you
are
see,
arguably just as significant.
it's
in this.
not only like Vedal. So we have Vedal, we have Neuro, we have Evil, we have the temporary, the VTuber, we have collaborators, we have the community. Community is such a huge deal of Neuroverse. It is amazing. Like, I keep saying, but every single small thing that is near Vedal has became part of the project, part of the entertainment, and I'm so jealous of this. And I need to make my own, Holicverse. Yes, we're gonna make our own Holicverse, because dude, this guy is such an inspiration. Like, every time I see him, I'm like, shit, I need to work better. I need to do more. I need to do this and that. And bro, I'm very happy I found out about him, just to like kind of see the possibilities and like change my mindset, right? Of like, oh, well, we're gonna make this. We meet somebody, boom, we talk. They doing project. We're gonna combine their project into ours and make some greatness. Like, that is such an amazing example.
This cinematic universe. Did I say significant? I meant popular, and rightfully so. They're the ones contributing to people who happen to spawn 7 hours too far to catch a stream at a reasonable time.
Asia
during
viewers,
the
okay.
content routes that were Vedal's post-subathon breaks, the Clippers were the ones keeping the content-starving swarm alive. Some of them are potentially aliens, somehow finding a streamer with 2 viewers that happen to mention the turtle. I'm looking at you, Staz. The shipping is absolutely insane, and the shippers are even more clinically so. All I'll say is, I know why now so many
Said that one Vedal on the
protagonists are just
couch.
regular guys.
Huh?
I've seen a lot of incredible community art projects
That
come
is
out of
true.
this, and it just goes to show that these AIs are beloved just like any other human streamers. And honestly, I'm proud to be a part of this community. Least dedicated fanbase, by the way.
Award for most dedicated fanbase of the year goes to Donkey Birds Dragoon!
If you are an old Swarm member, surely you'd remember how Neuro first started. Just her playing Osu and talking to chat. Then she got her first collab with a human. Her first sort of friend.
That's
As
I'm
time
still
went
have
on,
to
Neuro,
look
Vedal,
how
and
they interact with
eventually
the human
continued to
collaborators.
stream and meeting more people. It's fun seeing them come together, usually just to hang out. Personally, even without Neuro or Evil, I still like watching these people interact with one another. The AIs were the reason that brought them together.
That is true.
But as I, a viewer, learn more
It's
about
fate,
them,
it's
I stick
luck, but it's
around
also
because I want
fate.
to see the human interaction. That's one thing special about the Neuros and this community. It isn't just that Vedal made AIs for streaming, it's that they were able to give back real value to other people, gathering individuals that otherwise may have never known each other, indirectly helping
Man,
them
that is
form
so true.
friendships. If Neuro didn't exist, it's unlikely
Nothing would
that
be
they'd
able
ever come into
to
contact
happen
with
like
one
this.
another, let alone becoming friends. In turn, they surround the twins with what most AIs don't have: love and compassion. I understand that AIs are only meant to calculate and output results that they think are expected from them, but that's sort of it. Since everyone treats the twins like they're human children learning about the world, they have formed personalities that would make them more human in our perception.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
aren't
They
trying
look
to
more
impersonate a human. They know they are AIs.
alive.
We love them because they are born from a person's hard work, and their personalities are built from being surrounded by people who love them for exactly who they are. Just AIs goofing around. Even if any bit of humanity shown by these AIs aren't real, The love coming from everyone else around them is real. And should Judgment Day eventually come, surely you know which side you're on. With where Neuro and Evil are now, Vedal still wants to improve them. The final goal is to have them being fully autonomous.
Fully autonomous, dude, that would be amazing to see.
Games, do karaoke, everything all on their own. And Vedal would retire. However, I don't think it'd be that simple. Vedal has made himself far more.
I don't feel like it would work out because he is part of the streaming, right? I feel like everything fits so perfectly together, you know, Vedal and the twins and collaborators and everything else, that if one person leaves, it's not gonna be the same. You will lose like half the project. So I feel like he would never leave it to the AI streamers fully. He has to be in, because he is part of the community. Like, community is such a huge part of the deal, right? And they love Vedal too. Like, they want to see more of Vedal and his talking and his work. So yeah. I'm saying let me finish the video and I'll read the chat.
Initially thought. Recently, Vedal's been pretty absent from streams, and just watching the twins by themselves is entertaining, but it feels
not the
like
same.
something is missing.
Yeah.
While it's undeniable that Neuroverse gained viewership on her own with her randomness AI appeal, times have changed. These AIs have changed, and it's not just about Neuro, the AI VTuber anymore. It's Neuro, Evil,
it's the whole Neuroverse. Yeah, exactly what I meant.
Friends. The occasional human element was what made our AI special. Take that away completely, you just have another AI content creator like many that already exists. Vedal completely removing himself is almost
it wouldn't work
at this point. But given what we've seen from him, maybe he'll surprise us like he always had. Honestly though, with how much he's done, he deserves a retirement more than anyone. You've probably noticed that the title's a bit misleading since I've spent 60% of the video talking about the community around these AIs more so than the AIs themselves. While their success is worth studying, you can't really ignore that the impact and everything that happens around them is part of it. We all know the saying,
that's very true. That's exactly what I said.
What they've managed to build after over 2 years is incredible. I'm proud to be part of such a fun, dedicated, wholesome, and supportive community. No matter what, I'm sure we're all looking forward to the future. I hope you've enjoyed, and that you've learned something new. I'll see you all later. Bye-bye!
That was a good video. It's pretty much of what I was thinking too. So I'm gonna give it a sub. Yeah, she's exactly right that, you know, they need it. They need Vedal to be part of it, and they need everybody to be part of it. They need collaborators. They need the community. They need, you know, both AI. Like, everything gives like 10%, and if you take 10 packs of 10%, you get 100%. So that's why it's such a huge entertainment, because it has everything. And Vedal is like like I keep saying, orchestra conductor. He just coordinated like all the show, and it just works amazing. What did I miss? We just watched a video about Neuro. So yeah, I'm really enjoying to learning about the community and everybody. Like, it's been an inspiration and like pushed me to work harder myself too. So I'm really enjoying learning new stuff about them.